This program features live coverage of an African safari and may include animal kills and carcasses. Viewer discretion is advised. As the wind rustles through the marula trees and the sun comes through the clouds, leaving us in dappled shade, I tell you that this is Safari Live.
Ready.
Standing by.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are live, you are live.
Firstly, a huge apology for our late arrival. I'm afraid the stream went down. That to technical people means something. To me and to probably you, it just means that we were unable to broadcast. So a big apology for that. Then secondly, the soporific start to the drive, of course, borne by the fact that it is probably about 39 degrees here, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but there is mercifully a wind blowing and you can hear it rustling through the leaves right now. My name is James Hendry. On camera today we've got VM Doornbraak, as we had this morning, the same. We did find the lions at 3:30. They were more asleep than, well, most corpses I've seen, so we left them and we've come looking for other things. We'll probably go back to them if and when it cools slightly later on. Byron Sarau is on the other vehicle and he's being filmed by David. David, of course, has got a lot of hair, and so I think he's probably feeling the heat a lot more than we are. In the final control, Louise Pavid and Kirsten Mack-Smith. Now, please do talk to us during the course of the drive. Hashtag Safari Live or questions at wilder.tv as I put myself into a driving position. We're going to drive along here and see what we can find. We have found no tracks. And in the sky, as Viam was showing you, there is a great amount of cloud. That cloud is, very much like, as Viam and I were discussing, and as I've said to you before, the politicians of the world, promising a great deal, delivering absolutely nothing but hot air. Now, we will be, of course, going live until 6:30 this evening. Is that correct? Yes, 6:30 this evening. And remember, there's a time change from the 1st of November. Everything will shift to 1 hour later in the afternoon and one half hour later in the afternoon and 1/2 hour earlier in the morning. And so it will be 5 to 8 in the morning Central African time and 4 to 7, sorry, I thought I saw something, but it's a log. 4 to 7 in the evening Central African time, and wherever you are in the world, you can tell us, or you can work out what that is for you. It's far too confusing for me to do when my brain is quietly boiling within my head. As Viam was pointing out to me, there's a huge amount of standing water, so we're going to be going from bits of standing water to bits of standing water to see what we can find on this hot afternoon. Byron, of course, fast out of the blocks. He's managed to find something already.
We have indeed found something. Look at this, everyone. Some elephant drinking out of a little mud wallow or little pool from all the rain that we've had. This is amazing. There's a lot of water elsewhere, but we could be in for some luck. This elephant could possibly splash themselves with the mud and have a nice mud bath. That would be fantastic. And as James, I'm sure, has told you, it's been very, very hot today. So it's nice for us to check these water holes. And good afternoon, everybody. My name's Byron, and on camera with me this afternoon is Dave. And we struck out. We got lucky here, finding these elephants, just wandering through, and we got here just as they came to this mud wallow. And as I said, they probably might splash some mud on themselves. And the reason for that is just to cool themselves down. If we're not careful, we might get sprayed a little bit. I don't think I'd mind too much. If it cools us down, that'd be wonderful. It has been a hot day, as we were saying, so a lot of the animals all in the shade and taking shelter from the blistering sun. Oh yes, there we go. That is really, really beautiful. It's just so great to sit and watch elephant like this. There's quite a few around here. We saw some lions this morning. We saw them in Kahuma Pride. I know James went to go see if he could find them again. He did, but they were obviously really flat and down in the shade in the drainage line. They won't be coming out or moving anytime soon, that's for sure. And we were saying how the great thing is after that rain that we had, there are a lot of little pools and little wallows. So the animals are able to get water now in a lot more places than they would have been able to before. And even just with a little mud wallow like this, there's a bit of water, and these elephants can spray themselves with the mud, and it helps cool them down and gets rid of probably a lot of the flies and that sitting around them too. Look how that little one's kicking. Isn't that interesting? And it's kicking like that to splash the mud up under its belly and between its legs. It's probably where a lot of flies and sitting and bothering them. There's some more elephant to the back. Just off to the right, behind these, you might be able to see them. There we go. A few others there. Look at that little baby in there, right between the mother's legs. I'm so sorry about that, everyone. We seem to be having a lot of technical issues today. I think it's because of this weather. There's a big wind that has picked up, and we might potentially get a storm later. But anyway, we're still sitting with these elephant. They are very relaxed and enjoying this little bit of mud over here. Kathy asked us just before we lost you, Kathy asked, have I ever seen elephants spraying each other? So Kathy, I was thinking, and I haven't. I think, I haven't seen them spraying each other intentionally. I think occasionally when they throw the mud up in the water, and then the other ones could possibly also get a bit of spray. But I've never actually seen them go and pick up mud and throw it onto one another. But I have seen elephant playing in water and in mud before. They're very, very playful. And I've seen them climb into little dams. And that little one's, look at that little one on the left there. Is it lying down? It is indeed. Look at that. Oh my word, isn't that wonderful?